that time again, isn't it? Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, whichever part of the world you're from. How's everyone doing? I hope all is well out there, and welcome along to my live YouTube stream. My name is Danny C, and let's get down to business, shall we? So let's get straight to it. Come out of there and turn the music off for a moment. So there we go. So welcome along to my live stream of round 2 of the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup, and we are racing at Deep Forest in reverse. So it's going to be an interesting race this time around, because you will need like a bit to pit in like a bit for this round. So last time I did this stream was Wednesday, when I did the first round of the Manufacturers Cup Series for the exhibition contest, and started third, and I came out like victorious. Good evening, Shadow. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope all is well from your end. So much appreciated for the good luck message. So yeah, well, last time out, which was at Grand Valley, for the Manufacturers Cup Exhibition Series, was at Grand Valley. That, of course, there was 10 laps on the hard compound tires, where it was just a sprint race where I started third on the grid, and I came out victorious in the end. So and that's what got me plenty of points in the bag, which for sure it's which I'm going to run you through right now. So this, of course, is the car that I'm using for this exhibition series also. I've topped my oil just before done me just starting the stream, so I'm in good shape for what's to come. Okay, so we'll go into the points ranking. So that's these are the current standings in each of those categories, and then you have the friends ranking. So you have like Witchell, myself, Dizzy, and Tula as well, and yeah. Then you also got myself in the main area also, that I'm the top Porsche driver in that area. Manufacturer rankings 13th across the the whole lot, and regional ranking also 88th in the top 100. Currently designing livery my own for once, proving to be more of an enjoyable experience than I thought it would be. Definitely, Shadow, definitely give that a go more often when you have the time to make your own livery. So even though I do make liveries myself also, as you will have noticed, the Monster Energy liveries that I've done before. So so this is where I'm at in the top 100 of the regional ranking section. So so yeah, so as for the lobby side of things also, it's good evening, Witchell. Welcome along, buddy. And so this is this is where we'll be racing as well. And then after the Deep Forest Raceway in reverse, we're off to Mountain Panorama, and that's on a Wednesday, and then finishing off the exhibition series for round 4 at the Nürburgring endurance layout. So other than that, this is how it's all gonna pan out on this occasion. So but yeah, so what we got to only did one race here and came stuff. Not a good track for me so far on the track, and yourself, and yeah, it's still a good result regardless of where you start and finish, and how it panned out. And then so second place is still a good result, and then as long as you got a lot of points on the board, mind you, that depending which lobby you put in, it just flutters, don't it? Which it's a bit well, how does that make sense? Even though that I came on with like, what was it, like 262 points. Well, after coming first, and then I see some others like got like even more points. But it depends like where you're based on it. So you got 313 for second. That's still good also as well. So yeah, that's like, well, keep up the good work, buddy. And yeah, so just over a minute to go until the I get to like myself into the groove with this car and track, and then the best time I've done also, and the BOP like it is obviously it's mid speed, so like the Porsche like it is obviously good for like low speed, medium speed corners, the traction wise, etc. So that's the best time I've done across as well. Appreciate the heads up, Witchell. Looking at the global rankings also, see like most of the McLarens in the top 10, some Audis in some of the Beamers, and yeah, that's so like, because I did like put mine like to brake balance about 5 to the rear, which I like a bit of like a more rotation, which weren't a problem for me in the first round. So then the second round like of this track also shouldn't be that bad. Obviously like about tire wears and so, and what's happening like for this race in particular, that there's going to be 22 laps, and you will need to use both sets of tire compounds, the racing mediums and racing softs in the GT3. So you can start like on the mediums or the softs, whichever you prefer. Then so, and you can only like still use the adjusted brake balance, which is the only thing you're allowed to you're able to work on also. So yeah, the entries now eligible, and I'm good to get some practice on the board whilst we wait for the lobby to fire up, whichever I get put in. So my optimal in this car is a 124, which it's pretty tough, like to get your lines chain like all together, like, you know, from sector to sector, and braking points also is going to be another thing to get it right as well, because like a lot of us like used to driving the original way. But to do it in reverse, it's not often that you go around some tracks like the fantasy tracks in reverse. So it's something that you have to adapt to for sure. Hello, Hado. Welcome along, buddy. I hope you're well out there. I hope all is good from your end. Just getting some laps on the board to prepare myself for the second race of the Manufacturers' Cup Exhibition Series. No problem there, Hado, and all the best as well. I actually prefer the track this way around, because it feels like it flows better to me. Your preference really, I'm not fussed either way, so then I don't mind if it's not in reverse or in reverse. So then you just got to have to adapt to, well, depending how much of you quickly are adapted to from one end to the other. For sure. Into the 25s, getting a little closer to my personal best of a 1:25.0. In the low 25s, getting there. Just need to tidy that line up even more. Not pick up the throttle just a little early. Not far of a 0. Possibly a 24.9, I reckon. Bit tail happy out on that second to last sector. Bit tail happy there. Maybe go for one more lap and just chill before whichever lobby I get put in. Maybe another, just that hairpin, I had to get it right. So got less than 3 minutes until I get put in a lobby. As there'll be 5 minutes of qualifying in that one, and then we begin the 22 lap race for the Manufacturers Cup race for round 2. Not be able to get another lap in, other than just find somewhere to park and chill for a moment. Might need a toilet break actually. About here. Let's see where it takes us. See somebody familiar there. We've got Bonneville, who I raced with before as well. Another quick driver there. So this is how many points I'm gonna get if I was to win. 281 points, and then there's obviously like well, anywhere in the top three you get like more than 250 points. So it's getting to see what happens, kind of thing, because it's all to play for. And thank you, Shadow, much appreciated. Obviously, Bonneville's one of the drivers who I've raced with before. So I know like what that person's like, who is very quick. So just to get myself like warmed up, make sure that I'm on the softs, which I'm on the softs. So I've got 5 minutes of quali to put in a good lap in. Let's see what we could do. See 4 or 5 people out on track in front. So just let them all by, allow me to send all the space I need to get a clean lap in. Somebody crossed the line. Don't want to be waiting too long, because otherwise you'll get disqualified if you wait too long. Let's get some laps in. See what I can do on the first flying lap. brake balance 5 to the rear to get more rotation. So we've got Bonneville with a 25.5. So that puts me third provisionally momentarily. I might be able to get another lap in at the end, but we'll see how it goes. Going quicker. It's going to be close to getting another lap in. Yep, very close. So that puts me fifth. Unless anyone else can improve. So I think the interesting thing is what tyres everyone going to be in. Are they going to be on the mediums? Or are they going to be on the softs? Somebody's likable jumped up ahead of me as well. So we've got the Aston Martin, the Porsche, the Lexus RCS, two of them up front, the McLaren 650S as well. So there's not really much margin there between myself and whatever time the provisional pole sitter is setting in the Aston Martin. So we've got Gantenbein with a 125.3, and then there's myself in sixth place, only 3/10 behind the German. So looking like a really close field. So the top 10 is obviously just over 5/10 ahead, 5/10, just over 5/10. So not really much. So just one thing to do. So I'm going to go with the mediums, which obviously it's pretty risky to start on the mediums, as you need a bit of race. So I'm going to put out the message. Good luck. Have a good race. Let's have a clean race. Because any toxic helmets will knock someone off and end up with permanent damage. It's the last thing you're going to need for this entire motor race, and it will mess up your strategy big time. So anyhow. No Punterino. Team one. Copy. Appreciate the heads up, Bonneville. We're on the tyres we want to be. So, in 3, 2, 1. and play the music. This is the moment that you all been waiting for. The Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup Exhibition Series Round 2 is about to get underway. And let's get down to business and do the talking on the track. Good luck, everyone. Let's do this for Round 2 of Round 4. The Stig from Spain in P14. Anyway, good luck, everyone. Be very careful on the first few corners and sectors. Plenty of sparks flying. Brace yourselves. We're safely through turn 1 and 2 and 3, if you like. No idea what everyone's strategy is, but we're about to find out as we go along. Oh, that's a bit of a punt there. That's a 2-second penalty for Bonneville. And Benner looks like he's got some damage to the rear. We've got the South African in the BMR as well. Looks like he's got some straight line speed. Bonneville's about to serve the time penalty for a bit of contact. Oh, there's a bit of a glitch there, like from Benner as well. Had to be mindful of that for sure. I'll get him next time as long as I keep everything together. and not get hit from behind. I feel that Porsche's got a bit of a slip and a bit of a toe as well as a straight line as well. I said something. Whoa, there's a bit of carnage from behind, and so too was up front as well. Very lucky to escape contact. Patience, patience, patience. These two look like they're not having their best of races, but I just got to stay patient throughout because there's a long motor race ahead. And Benner's nursing some damage, and this fella, Zitelli's got a 4-second penalty for the clash. Copy. And Benner's having to pit to not only change tyres if possible, but to repair the damage that's been done to his car. And then the Italians that look like they're battling for 5th as well. Not the other Italian, the Portuguese, sorry, I do apologise. Fuel's not an issue, so I could just go straight on to the different tyre compound. Got Collado from Portugal as well, who is behind me. He's in my slip as well. What tyre could he be on? into the 126s now. I'm getting into the groove with this car and the correct tyre condition as well. Copy. I thought they'll be on the similar lap times as I'm doing at this present moment, but it'll be interesting to see what specific lap that they'll be pitting, the top three. Oh, someone's not happy there. Not having a good race by the looks of things, but what can you do from there? Anyhow, fastest in the first sector so far. We've got the Dutchman pitting in, interestingly. And so too is the Portuguese as well. And rest of them behind are pitting like them for the soft tyres. Feels not a problem to me as well, so I may as well just like go straight in, put on the some fresh soft tyres and go for a bit of Danny C time, flat out with sticky soft rubber, and risk it for a breakaway biscuit. So if you're gonna take a risk it for a breakaway biscuit. Come on, come on. Go, go, go. Thank you, Jimmy. Welcome along. I hope you're well out there. Nice to see you out there. Go and check out Jimmy Codger on YouTube. He made his first appearance the other day, running some GT3 lobbies in what feels like a lifetime. So go and check him out on his YouTube channel, as well as his Instagram, for those of you who are into that sort of stuff. It was on a Tuesday evening that he was, well, just as a one-off, whilst Captain Colossus in the other end had some family business to do with, which my regards go out to them also. No problem, buddy. No problem at all. So I'm 10 seconds behind the leader, so let's see how quickly can I go from there. Let's get down to business, shall we? Because it's Danny C time. As soon as I get on the sticky soft tyres, I may as well just go for it. And risk it for a breakaway biscuit. Not far off not far off the fastest lap, and that means I've got business to take care of as well. To try and get the top three, if I can. Just need to bring that consistency together. The Dutch drivers are 7.3 seconds ahead. So there's a lot to play for sure. Just need to keep that consistency together and keep the mistakes to as minimal as possible. More like it. Fastest lap of the race. Let's keep this up. So we're on lap 13 of 22, so anything is possible. Good evening, Doug. Welcome along, buddy. Nice to see you out there. I hope you're well out there. And I hope all is well from your end too. And thank you for the good luck message as well. And if you're just tuning in, it started 6 and I'm on the hunter for the podium finish. Hopefully. As long as I keep everything together. Not too bad, not too bad. Cheers, buddy. We're here, that's the main thing. Copy. And the thing is as well, I'm running 5 to the rear on the brake balance. So I get a bit more to rotation also. Battle for the lead going off between the Italian and the German, as the Italian set the fastest lap of the race too. He pitted a lap before me, so I've pitted a lap later than him. So then I feel that I've got a bit more tyre grip as well. So it's going to be close. I feel it's going to be close. I'm not even far off the fastest lap of the race as well. Yellow flag, something's happened. Oh no, it's one of the leaders. Unlucky, mate. I don't know what happened there, but keep going. So that has promoted me third place. Third place of this race, and then... Yeah, and all of a sudden, one of the leading drivers has made a mistake unless they've collided together. I'm not too sure exactly, but anyhow, I'm still chasing down the Dutch driver. So I might as well just get P2. Now they've been promoted up to third place. Copy. Tyres are okay. So if I adjust it to 4, it'd be interesting to see like how much of the difference would that make. So I've got like 5 laps to go, so, and I'm 3.8 behind the Dutch driver in the battle for second. And it looks like the Dutch driver made a mistake, as he served his time penalty as well for what looks to be track limits. So he's cracking under pressure slowly but surely. Fuel's not an issue as well, so that too, if I can stay within that driver, I should be in good shape. That's the worst place to be sliding about, which is the bit of concrete on the apex. So anyhow, we've got 3 laps to go. We can do this, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be close, I reckon. Still. .9. You know what time it is? It's Danny C time. Let's get down to business, man. .6 with 2 laps to go. The sparks are flying. Oh, he's cracking. He's cracking. He's cracking the pressure. Less than a second. It's all or nothing as we're going into the last lap. Hello, I'm there. Can I do it dive down the inside? No. Maybe. That was very close indeed. GG's to the Dutch driver. One more lap and I would have had him. One more lap, I would have had him. But well done to Kantenbein from Germany in the Aston Martin. Mau in second place. Then there's myself in third. Thank you, Doogie. GG's all round as well. And then we've got much appreciated James, and so we've got Taikibabo Yekta in the third and fourth, and we've got Calado in fifth, Maggio in sixth, and that of course like is the race results. And so other than that, it's started 6th on the road, and then I finished 3rd as well. So 3 places gained. So I'm happy with that, regardless of you know, that if I would have get that one more lap in like by the smallest of margins, then I could have like well possibly like move further to the field within a 10th or 2. So So there we have it, just a clean race, which is all I wanted. Save the replay as well. Thank you, GG. And congratulations to the German on the win. So this is how many points I'll get for finishing 3rd. Oh, you had damage. You had damage. What damage? Oh, it's the left suspension that's what messed him up. Stupid walls, yeah, tell me about it. Fair play. Fair play to holding on to 2nd place with left suspension damage. Been a pleasure. Oh, he's left. So on the plus side of this lobby as well is that I've gained like my driver rating as well. So my rankings are looking good as well. Save the replay once more. And then we'll look at the replay and see what I've been on with for those that just start tuning in. And yeah, take care, dude, and I'll see you next time. And all the best as well. And thank you for stopping by. So just going to go into the showcase and you know, just to give you a bit of like highlights of the Manufacturers Cup race, and just to explain the best I can, you know, on certain points that I noticed on how the race pan out and so. Thank you, Shadow, much appreciated. So having started 6th on the road, and then finished 3rd as well, nearly got 2nd place at the end, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, we're just going into like the 2nd lap, like which is where I feel it's what happened, and then it was before when I noticed that there was a bit of contact between 2 drivers up front. So have a look from my perspective. You see that just a slight tap like on Nearton Benner from Bonneville. So that, of course, Bonneville got a 2-second penalty for the collision, and that left Nearton Benner like with rear bumper damage as well. So there behind, I was defending from 7th place, and then yeah, all clean like from that end also. Bonneville's serving the time penalty for the collision with Nearton Benner there I tried like well past Nathan with which I wasn't really sure for the exact present moment at the time where if the damage was that bad, which turned out to be the damage was bad from the rear bumper. So then I had to be super patient, knowing that there was a long motor race I had to navigate my way through for sure, whilst playing the long game, having chosen to start on the mediums, whereas these two were in the top three started on the mediums, and then Nathan like had the front bumper damage as well, and that created the train as well. So Peterson too like will exceed the track limits for which led the driver to and another half-second penalty, which creates a total of a second penalty for 2 track limits as well, track limit violations. So we're just about to go into the 3rd lap, and then we're about to pass Nathan, and then I thought it was wise to back out of that one where Russ like will had to go for the move, then got punted behind from the Italian, because you see that the Italian has got into the sleep of a car or two. I had to be wise, to back out of that one, and unfortunately the Italian misjudged the braking, and then which sent the McLaren driver off the track and received and been awarded a 4-second penalty for causing a collision. That too, I have to I was about to pass 2 in 1, but not at the moment, because I'm very wary and very sharp in terms of my awareness that these two are having bad races already. And I saw the McLaren flipping into my right hand side of my corner eye, and then I had to give him some space. So until the next lap around, I was able to pass the both of them, because the Toyota and the McLaren had to pit the McLaren had to pit not only for new tyres but for damage repairs as well, and then the Toyota driver knows that that the Italian had to serve the time penalty for causing the collision, which left him some front bumper damage too. And there, of course, the Italian had to pit for the not only for new tyres, but to also get the front bumper repaired, and just like that. So where am I? So the rest of the time I will just popping in some personal best for the continuation period of this present moment in the medium tyres, whilst I was sticking to my own plan. Then you saw the Dutch driver and the Portuguese and Russ as well pitted a lap before I had to make a pit stop as well. So it's just that 1 lap difference, which is all it takes. That slow graduate race pace that I had in me, especially in this car, when I most of the time had to run 5 to the rear on the brake balance. And there you see the top two leaders pitted in for some new tyres, and that of course which gave me the license to go in pits for some new tyres also. And so that German guy, the Jekter, was yet to pit as they've been on the mediums since the start as well. So that of course yet to be to pit for some soft tyres, which is this lap. And that put me back into 4th place. So then rest of the time has just been chipping away a lap after lap after lap, and that got me the fastest lap of the race at the moment of coming into lap 13. Sparks flying there too. Lap 14. So there was a battle going off between the Italian and the German for the race lead. Oh, missed something there. Just to recap. So what was happening is that so there was two drivers like flashing lights or something. So the Italian had hazards on like the whole time for whatever reason. Then so there must be something like whether he's just forgotten to turn the hazards off. I'm not too sure. Very well, Mitchell. From my end, well, obviously a bit of a progression there. Started 6th and then finished 3rd. Pitted on what was it, up to like lap 10, something like that, and then obviously like got lucky as what we're about to see here is on lap 16 that that leader at the time was obviously looking like we're going for the win. Oh, so that's exactly what happened to the leader. So he fluffed his lines, and all of a sudden he got front and left front bumper damage and front left suspension damage, and that's what promoted me to 3rd. So there was quite a gap between myself and the 3rd place driver before the only round of pit stops that we had to make. So what I'd done there was that I've pitted a lap later than this guy in the Lexus, as I was just slowly but surely like chipping away like the tenths after tenths after tenths, and then I sensed that it was going to go down to the wire. So which obviously you see like the gap like slowly closing there. So it came down to the last lap where it was all or nothing, like with dead worn tyres, and then a few laps like before I had to change the brake balance from 5 to 4 to the rear, 5 to the rear, then down to 4 on the rear. So it's just the slight differences is all it takes to allow a bit of like freshness with the rear tyre wear. As you can see, the left rear tyre was completely worn with no traction control, because I like to run with no traction control, unless some people feel a need to like look after the tyre wear by putting TC on, which is understandable. But for me, I just like to go more hardcore, if you get me. But you see, like he's feeling the pressure. He's feeling the pressure. So he's got like the front left tyre. The front left tyre is worn. But he put in the chat that he got like a suspension damage. Well, it must have been like before, but anyhow. So I was piling the pressure as much as I possibly could. Fuel's not an issue to me because I like to run the car a little lighter on the fuel, and this bloke like had a bit more fuel too in the Lexus. So it was close to one more lap that I would have got 2nd, or even if I would have like got like another 10th or 2 like shaved in if I had the time to get another lap in by barest the margins, then it would have been a different story for sure. So other than that, it was a good result. And then in terms of points, I've got 258, because the most like I got from that one that you could get from that lobby, which I think was something like 268 or 294, whatever. That anyhow, that somewhere in the top 3 I'd be like more than 250 points, and the least you could get is 258 if you finish 3rd. So so that of course was the only chance I could take, to take the amount of points of it. So then which in that case I was pleased to get another podium regardless, and just about to open the ticket and see what I get this time. Awesome. I'll take 500,000, thank you very much, GT. And And then I'm going to go into the Escapes movie and talk through. And that, of course, was the stream of the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup Exhibition Series for round 2 at Deep Forest Reverse. Started 6th, finished 3rd, and I was closer to getting 2nd place, which in that case, I'm pleased, like to come on with another good result. Especially I had to make some ground and then obviously make the tyre strategy work for sure. So other than that, it's like another 258, like another 250 odd points, like added to the tally. So, and that of course was that one race I had to put in, and I had no practice with the, with the tyre strategy whatsoever. However, I've done like a bit of studying, in terms of how many laps can you get to, with the exact settings on. So other than that, I thought it was wise from my end, to go for the mediums to start off with. Well, if you're in a comfortable position, say like you're in the first couple of rows, then that will put you in a good position, to see out the race strategy, and then hopefully you don't get punted from somebody behind, or even end up somebody in the way that could potentially will fluff your lines, whilst they may have be on a different tyre strategy or carrying some damage. So it depends, you just got to guess, which it's only you that can that can control how your brain reacts to so many things that are going off. And so which I kept my nose clean there throughout and kept the mistakes to as minimum as possible, and that's all I could do on that presence. So but yeah, so then when I last did a proper race as well, which was not just with the first round of the Manufacturers Cup race, where I started 3rd and then finished 1st at Grand Valley, and then the next day that I'd done the 3rd round of the Lamborghini GT3 series. That's officially ran by CC Sim. If you like to go and check them out on YouTube, started on pole position and obviously gone over half a second quicker than my nearest opponent, and I came so damn close to winning it, and it came down to the last lap where started on the mediums, made the mediums last, and I had the ability to look at it to save the fuel without even touching the fuel map. And of course, I would put on a set of fresh sticky softs, and then when I was chasing the pack, I clipped the grass while trying to go for the overtake into turn 1. Lots of the fault light. I was about to hit a T-bone somebody a big star, but somehow the ghosting saved somebody's race, because without ghosting, that would have ended somebody's race badly. But when I come to a complete stop, I got going by a split second as I thought, I'm still in this. We go again. Recompose yourself. And I passed 3 cars somehow. But then it's just the fine margins, which is all it took, where I was running with no traction control, and then somebody run traction control. Since they put on the soft tires, and I'm damn it, that's how he said a bit tired there. But anyhow, it was a good, interesting, crazy complexion of the motor race for sure. And then that, of course, I'm still leading the standings in the Lambo GT3 series. So only lost a point to my nearest opponent. Plus, I've gained 1 point more than the other opponent, who too finished 3rd on the road as well. So 2nd was the best I could settle for, whereas my opponent too managed to take the race win on the last lap. And when it came down to the last set, when I was literally trying my hardest, to keep it on the road with no tyres at all on the rear, I was just going for it, and then just not even wanted to give up until I can't do it anymore. But anyhow, it's that fighting spirit that I had in me, where so many things that happened, when it came to the final 10 minutes or whatever minutes left on the motor race, then it was do or die. But other than that, I've still got the speed, and then obviously the brains, just to calculate the stretching and so. But yeah. So, but thank you all for tuning in, and if you like the content, hit the like button, And if you are new to this, feel free to hit the subscribe button and push the notification button. I'm going to have to cut short and wave bye to the camera. And on that note, I'll catch you all on the next one. Next time I'll be live is probably Tuesday, where I'll be looking to do a GR4 lobby for those of you who are interested. So we'll see how that goes from there. But if not, then obviously that I'll be streaming on the Wednesday evening for the third round of the Manufacturers Cup exhibition series at Mount Panorama. So on that note, I'll catch you all on the next one when I return to the next episode. Take care, peace, thank you, and bye.